today we are cooking with Leah and
Samara.
we are gonna make egg pancakes. So this recipe is actually a recipe of my mother's. She used to make this when I was little, once in a while on a Sunday or Saturday. And essentially this is a pancake with eggs, very basic ingredients that you put in the oven. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is eggs, right? So in this recipe, you're gonna need 2 eggs. So Samara's gonna get us 2 eggs. I'm gonna use this blender cup. You can use a bowl, but in the end, we're gonna mix all the ingredients together in the blender. You don't have to do that, but it just turns out better. So she's gonna crack the 2 eggs in here. Next, we are going to use milk. And I'm using almond milk just because that's what we drink at home. You can use any kind of milk. And for the milk, we need a 1/2 cup. So I have these little measuring cups and I'm gonna measure a 1/2 cup of milk. And we're going to put it right in this bowl. And I realize maybe you can't see that, so here you go. Okay, we're putting it right in there. The next thing we need is sugar. And so here's just our big thing of sugar. We're only going to use 2 tablespoons of sugar. And I'm going to have Samara go ahead and put the sugar in. Okay, and the next one, I'm looking at my recipe down here. We need a little salt. For salt, we're going to use just 1/4 teaspoon, which is really small. So Samara's going to put that, she's putting in the sugar right now. There you go. And then we take our tablespoons and our teaspoons and we find 1/4. So here is 1/4 of a teaspoon. It's really small. So we just do that, add a little more. I kind of like mine a little salty. And we put it in the cup. Now, the next thing you need is vanilla extract. Now, vanilla extract is a kind of a seasoning, I would say, and it's used in a lot of baking goods. Now, for this one, I'm going to check here, and we just need 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to go ahead and find my 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to put that in our cup. There we go. Now, finally, what we're going to be using is flour. So flour, I'm using actually a gluten-free blend. You can use just regular old flour. It works the same. And for flour, we are actually going to be using in here about 1/2 cup. So I'm just going to use the same cup, and I'm going to put 1/2 cup in there. There we go. So I like to, this recipe makes just like for 1 or 2 people. I like to like double or triple the recipe to feed my whole family because these are just really good pancakes. So we are going to take our ingredients here and we are going to mix it. You are mixing in your blender, go ahead and take a round pan, it could be any size, and you're going to put 1 tablespoon of butter. Now my stove top is hot, so that's why it's melting, but what I wanted to do is make sure that it's at 425. Once it's preheated, I put my pan in the oven, and I want to first melt just the butter. So as you can see, my butter is melted and I'm going to take it out of the oven. Now we are going to dump our mixture on top of the butter. Now that our batter is in the tin, we are going to now put it in the oven at 425 for 20 minutes. Okay, so your pancake will fall a little bit, so it'll kind of shrink down a little bit, and that's okay. And so then we are going to cut the pancake, once it's cooled off, into a triangle. So now what you can do is we like to put some powdered sugar on it. And then also, we enjoy putting frozen fruit, or if you have fresh strawberries or any fresh fruit, that'd be great. But we're just gonna use some frozen raspberries and then sprinkle it again with some powdered sugar. And there you have it, an oven pancake.